Everyone's
Mm.
been harping about how
Yes.
people are so afraid to invest
Mm.
here because of the climate. What's your experience in the BOI? Can you talk us through some numbers, Yusek, kung
Sure.
kamusta na ba talaga ang Pilipinas?
On the ground po, we've been seeing strong interest coming from investors, sustained strong interest in terms of investing in the country, in particular in the sectors of renewable energy, also on data centers, as well as on export manufacturing. Very important nga itong mga nakuha din nating concession now from the US because this will also drive up investments in agricultural processing. So tuloy naman ho yung investments na nakikita natin. Ngayon po as we end the year, we are still hopeful that we will be meeting the BOI's target. There are, I think, 4 or 5 key projects that we are assessing right now. How I wish that we could just approve all of these projects as they have applied to us. But being a very prudent administrator of incentives, talaga akong binubusisi natin yung mga projects na to. There are 5 big ticket projects that are still for assessment by the Board of Investments, in particular on data centers, uh, offshore wind power projects, at saka ho isang big infrastructure project.
Wow, okay. And ano ba yung itatanong ko kay Yusek? Yung meron ba tayong some sort of national industrialization plan that you were tasked maybe or mandated by Malacanang to start creating? Because this is one thing na a lot of people are lamenting, no, in the lack of support. Wala rin tayong plano kumbaga na long term.
Dalawa po yung nagko-converge dito. One is the market-orientedness of the Philippines, but at the same time, with the government working closely with the private sector, providing guidance. Ang mapapansin nyo dito, yun hong mga sectors that are benefiting from investments dito sa bansa ho natin have been those that are, number one, benefiting from policy reforms. Tapos second, yung easing of the doing business in the Philippines. And third, yung atin kong promotional efforts. Kung babalikan nyo halimbawa ang ating investments, sectors that have been driving investments, number one, renewable energy. And how did that come about? Dahil ko yun sa pagtanggal during this administration of the cap on foreign equity on renewable energy, which we did way back in, I think, November of 2022. After we removed that cap, pumasok na po yung mga investments. Tapos so, we are also easing the permitting process for renewable energy projects. Yun ho yung template na pina-follow natin as we develop the sectors. So kung renewable energy po, next po ang makita natin dito ngayon yung sa mining and mineral processing. That's why we are very thankful to Congress for passing the amendments to the mining fiscal regime. Tapos so, we are also working now on an executive order that would be easing the doing business and permitting processes without sacrificing the robustness of our being able to stick to environmental standards pagdating ko sa mining and mineral processing. And then, the other sector that we are promoting would be yung data centers po. In particular, those that are driven by renewable energy.
Yusek, what about electronics and semiconductors? We mentioned earlier, they remain tariff-free. So has that given us additional leverage in terms of attracting more U.S. investments, like advanced manufacturing, for example?
Pagdating ko sa electronics, yung manufacturing side of the electronic sector is actually driven by the East Asian countries and economies. Kagaya halimbawa ng South Korea, Japan, and Taiwan. So the brands really are US-based, but when it comes to their manufacturing capacities, they rely on the supply chain from these countries. Of course, there is an effort of the US to also bring back the manufacturing on the semiconductor and electronics. The Philippines plays a very important role when it comes to the supply chain for semiconductors and electronics, particularly po dun sa tinatawag natin assembly, testing, and packaging of the semiconductor products, leveraging our talented workforce. So yes, in short, yes, we have been getting investments when it comes to semiconductors and electronics, particularly dun sa assembly testing and packaging portion, as well as doon sa tinatawag nating na electronics contract
Yeah.
manufacturing.
You said you're still seeing strong interest from investors, but do you not get questions about how this massive flood control scandal that exposed how systemic corruption is in the country? Do you not have to field questions about that from foreign investors interested in setting up shop here?
Yes po, of course, that is also being asked by the investors. But of course, nakikita rin ko nila yung effort of this administration to really address the corruption issues. In particular, it has not been lost on our investors that it was actually the president who first raised awareness about the issue of corruption, in particular dito sa insertions on the flood control projects. And most importantly, not just raising awareness, but equally important, yun kung ginawa niyang pag-create ng independent commission to look into, to investigate, and eventually for the Department of Justice to prosecute these cases. So nakikita naman ho nila yan, tuhog-tuhog naman ho yung tingin nila doon.